terms of your trip to India, the synergies between India and Canada, what can we expect from your ministry and in collaboration with the Government of India over the next 3 to 5 years?
Well, when we look at India, as I said, the third largest consumer of energy in the world, there is a gap on the production of electricity of some 8% right now. And at peak periods, it's up to 12%. With the growth in the Indian GDP moving from a minimum of 5% to well over 7%, it's inevitable that energy demand will also increase at a very significant rate. So that gap, the gap in the need for oil, gas, nuclear power, is just going to get larger and larger. And since we have those resources in excess, we're looking for the markets. Right now, there are liquefied natural gas proposals on the West Coast that could, this decade, result in some 66 million tons of LNG being produced for export. But we're also looking to the East Coast. And the East Coast, of course, of Canada is closer to India than the West Coast is. It's also closer than the U.S. East Coast and much closer than the U.S. Gulf Coast. So there is an opportunity to move our gas, some of which may come from the offshore in Newfoundland, some from the West, some might even come from the United States, to move it to ports, to refineries, to liquefaction plants in Atlantic Canada, and then by tanker to India. So gas is one area, oil is another, uranium is another, forestry, wood products is another area, metals and minerals. We're a mining giant. We produce some 60 minerals in the country. There's over 200 mines, and India needs some of those critical metals and minerals. So there's a vast array of opportunities. The other side of that is the interest that Indian companies have in potentially investing in Canada. We're open for business. We're looked at very favorably by countries around the world because we have a stable political environment. We have a competitive tax regime, better than the other G7. And once we welcome a company into the country, we do not discriminate against foreign companies. So the welcome mat is there, and foreign companies are looking increasingly to Canada as opportunities to invest. In some cases, when they have huge energy needs, they're looking, in a sense, to hedge their commodity prices. So for a variety of reasons, Indian companies are looking at Canada. We see big growth possibilities.